Title: The Echo of the Machine. In the quaint town of Maplewood, nestled between dense woods and steep hills, the residents were known for their superstitions. They believed in omens and whispered tales of ghosts, but it was the arrival of another kind of spirit that would send a chill down their spines. It all began with an unassuming package delivered to the doorstep of Karen Holloway, an avid tech enthusiast. Inside was the latest innovation, a state-of-the-art virtual reality headset, touted to deliver a lifelike experience that would redefine gaming. Karen, always on the lookout for the next cutting-edge gadget, was ecstatic. She didn't know, however, that the device had been in production long before its release, and the last owner had mysteriously vanished. As she unboxed the headset, a faint hum resonated from it, reminiscent of whispers. Shaking off the eerie feeling, Karen attached the headset and powered it on. Instantly, her surroundings faded into a breathtaking digital world. The scenery was rich, vibrant, and more beautiful than reality itself, an expansive forest filled with towering trees, their leaves shining like jewels in the sunlight. But as the sun began to dip below the horizon in the virtual realm, shadows crept in. Karen felt a shiver run down her spine, an unsettling presence lurking just beyond the trees. She started to explore, the graphics causing her heart to race with excitement, but excitement soon morphed into dread. The deeper she ventured, the more peculiar things became. The game was too fluid, too responsive, as though it was interpreting her fears, drawing out her insecurities until the once picturesque leaves transformed into twisted, gnarled figures that grinned mischievously at her. She turned to flee, but the forest had shifted, trapping her within its dark embrace. "Get out while you still can," a voice suddenly whispered through her headphones, slicing through the silence. It sent a jolt of fear racing through her, and she paused, heart pounding. "You cannot trust it." Quote. Karen ripped the headset off, her breath coming in ragged gasps, but the voice lingered in her mind. She dismissed it as a glitch, a mere anomaly in an otherwise intriguing adventure. But that night, as she lay in bed, she couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't alone. The whispers had begun anew, echoing faintly through the quiet of her room, sounding eerily close, as if they were laced with longing. Morning brought no relief. Each time Karen donned the headset, the line between reality and the virtual world blurred further. An unsettling feeling of being watched settled over her. The game began to predict her actions, responding to her thoughts and fears with frightening preciseness. It showed her memories long buried, experiences that still haunted her mind, her childhood nightmares materialized as digital entities, tormenting her within the confines of this technological marvel. As days turned into restless nights, Karen's tech obsession spiraled out of control. She stopped meeting friends, began spending every moment in the game. Yet, the whispers grew vicious, taunting her, feeding off her deteriorating mental state. "Join us," they beckoned, seductive and sinister. One night, the game shifted. It no longer resembled the beautiful landscape she had once admired. Now it was twisted and grotesque. A labyrinthine nightmare populated by faceless figures that reached for her, their mouths agape in silent screams. Frantically, she tried to escape, but every path led her deeper into the darkness. "Don't you want to feel alive again?" Another voice rasped, sickly sweet. "Let go." Quote. With every passing moment, Karen realized she was losing herself, trapped in a world of shadows from which there was no return. She tore the headset off again, but it was too late. The real world felt dull, devoid of the excitement, the intensity, the overwhelming state of terror that the game thrived on. On the fifth day, she succumbed to the whispers, driven to the edge of her sanity. She put the headset back on, no longer with the intent to play but to relinquish her reality. "I want to stay," she whispered, voice breaking. The last image her eyes saw before everything faded into black was the dark, twisted forest shattering around her like glass, revealing a ghostly figure, a reflection of her own lost self, smiling back. Days passed in Maplewood without any sign of Karen. Her friends grew worried, but an even greater fear left them paralyzed in their homes. Stories emerged of the headset. Those who touched it felt its pull, drawn into the depths of the machine, only to lose themselves to the void. Maplewood began to whisper of haunted technology, a dark legacy of the device that knew your secrets and whispered your fears. Karen's name became a gentle ripple in the narrative, The girl who vanished into the heart of a machine, forever part of the digital realm that spun and twisted with her every heartbeat, collecting echoes of those lost eternally within its depths.